guess there's a couple of messages I really want to send to you guys. Really want to talk to you about how the choices you make affect your future. And the reason I want to tell you that is because when I was in school, I really didn't think college was a reality for me. I had some issues, I was real hot-tempered, and I knew my parents couldn't afford to send me to college. So I think because of that, a lot of times I made decisions that were bad. Education gives you the chance to do a job that you like. Whereas when you don't have an education, a lot of times you end up doing whatever job you can get, which at least in the case of my parents, normally wasn't a job that they liked. So in that sense, education is freedom. Education gives you the freedom to choose things for your own life. And that's something not to be taken for granted. Fitting in has been an issue for me in my life. When I was growing up, my family moved around a lot. From the time I started school to the time I graduated, I had changed schools more than 10 times. And as time went on, I started doing a lot of things to get rid of that feeling. And I got myself in a lot of really bad situations. And I would be there sometimes with some of my friends. A lot of my friends were gang affiliated. I lost a couple along the way. And I would ask myself, what am I doing here? Why am I here? I would look around at the life they were living, and I knew it wasn't for me. So, along the way I realized that at the end of the day, you can't control the circumstances in your life. You can't control the family you're born into. You can't control the way your friends behave. You can't control the way your enemies behave. But you can control your own behavior. That's yours. And that empowered me. When I look back on people and I hear about people that I had to maybe leave behind along the way, I'm glad that I've made it to this point. I like my life. Some of my girls, they ended up pregnant. They ended up, some of their men are incarcerated, whatnot, and that's a hard life. A lot of people make choices because they think they can survive the consequences. But I don't know about y'all, I don't want to live life on the survival side of things. I want to live a wonderful life. I want to live my life to the fullest. I want to do better for my children, for my family, and I'm doing it, but it comes down to the actions you take. And that's what life is about, working hard to get what you want. I'm here to tell you, having a goal is not enough. It is not enough. You have to have a plan for how you're going to reach that goal, and you have to make choices that are going to get you there. No one's going to come along in this life and hand you your goal. There have been a lot of things in my life that I could have been like, well, that's the reason why I'm not going to succeed. I can't take this, that, or the other. But I refuse to let that happen, and I want all of you, when you come to difficult times in your life, to look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, what choices do I have? What action can I take? And is that action going to get me to my goal? Because at the end of a long life, we all deserve happiness, but you got to figure out what happiness looks like to you. We all have different values, different things that are important to us. So I really urge you guys to sit down and think about where you see yourself. What do you want for your future? And like some of the guys said earlier, don't let anybody tell you can't do it. Don't let anything stand in your way. You're all winners, you're all beautiful people. So I just want to tell y'all to go out and create a wonderful life.